halina't alam mga health program sa ating palaganapin. Tara na okay na okay, Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin, mga health program sa ating palaganapin. National Drug Education Program or NDE kung tawagin. Ito'y paigtingin, mga bisyo'y alisin, sigarilyo at droga'y dapat nang puksain. Water sanitation and hygiene in schools, ating kompletuhin, 3 stars ay abutin. Malinis na tubig, segregated na toilet, group hand washing at may napkin na rin. Kalusugan ay mahalaga sa edukasyon ng mga bata. Tayo na't magkaisa, halina tayo'y sumama. Tara na okay, Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin, mga health program sa ating palaganapin. Tara na okay, Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin, mga health program sa ating palaganapin. Okay, Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin, mga health program sa ating palaganapin. Tara na okay, Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin, mga health program sa ating palaganapin. School-based feeding program, ating pagtibayin. Wastong pagkain ating ihahain, mga batang kulang sa timbang. Ating pakakainin ng Go, Grow, and Glow. Adolescent reproductive health ay gawing gabay at patnubay ng batang mausisa ay di maranasan. Ang early pregnancy ay maiiwasan. Mahalaga sa edukasyon ng mga bata. Tayo na't magkaisa, halina tayo'y sumama. Tara.
Mabuhay! A pleasant afternoon to everyone. I am your Master of Ceremony, Reina Christy L. Consolacion, Administrative Officer 2 from the Division of Misamis Oriental. We are now in the 3rd day of the One Health Week celebration of the Department of Education. The theme of this year's One Health Week is Bayanihan para sa Kalusugan, okay sa DepEd, sa paaralan at sa tahanan. Join us as we celebrate the regional launching of the school-based feeding program for school year 2021 to 2022. To our viewers in the DepEd Region 10 Facebook page, we are very happy that you can join us in this significant occasion. Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan. The school-based feeding program is one of the 6 flagship programs of Oplan Kalusugan sa DepEd or OK sa DepEd. Together with the National Drug Education Program, Adolescent Reproductive Health Education, Water Sanitation and Hygiene in Schools, medical, dental, and nursing services, and school mental health program. Before we start our program proper, let me have this opportunity to greet our participants who are watching online. A pleasant afternoon to the Department of Education Region 10 school health personnel, consisting of our medical doctors, dentists, and nurses, together with the support of the schools division superintendents, assistant schools division superintendents, and SGOD chiefs of the 14 divisions. We would also like to give a warm welcome to our PSDS, school heads and teachers, our non-teaching personnel, our learners, and our stakeholders. Maayong hapon po. With this, may I call on the Division of Bukidnon with SDS Randolph B. Tortala, together with his Assistant Schools Division Superintendents Lanila M. Palapar and ASDS ODS Bores, together with their SGOD Chief Artemio Ray S. Adahar. To be followed by the Division of Cagayan de Oro City with Schools Division Superintendent Cherry May L. Lembaco, together with her ASDS, Alicia E. Anghay, and SGOD Chief Rosalio R. Vitorillo. This is followed by the Division of Camiguin with SDS Edgardo V. Abanil and his ASDS Sunny Ray P. Amit, together with their SGOD Chief Lailani E. Lupenya. Maayong hapon sa atong Division of El Salvador City with SDS Olga C. Alonsabe, ASDS Dionisio L. Liwagen Jr., and SGOD Chief Rolly B. Labis. Maayong hapon pod sa Division of Hingoog City with SDS Jesnor Dems S. Torres, ASDS Mary Ann P. Aliera, and SGOD Chief Joy C. Mangubat. Give it up for the Division of Iligan City with SDS Roy Angela E. Gazo, ASDS Shambay A. Usman, and SGOD Chief Juliet S. Timbang. This is followed by the Division of Lanao del Norte with SDS Edelberto L. Oplenaria, ASDS Rosemary T. Macesar, and SGOD Chief Maria Carmela T. Ablin. Give it up for the Division of Balay City with SDS Victoria V. Gazo and ASDS Aliena S. Dahay, together with our SGOD Chief Lorenzo O. Capasio. Maayong hapon sa atong Division of Misamis Occidental with SDS Edwin R. Maribohok, ASDS Eugene I. Macajes Jr., and SGOD Chief Felcor T. Blanco. Maayong hapon sa Division of Misamis Oriental with SDS Jonathan S. De La Peña, ASDS Nympha R. Lago, and SGOD Chief Maria Teresa M. Absin. Good afternoon to the Division of Oroquieta City with SDS Jean G. Veloso, ASDS Myra P. Mebato, and SGOD Chief Susan Epifania B. Carpio. They are followed by the Division of Tangub City with SDS Agustins E. Sepi, ASDS Lorena P. Serrano, and SGOD Chief Myrna T. Regidor. And finally, but certainly not the least, the Division of Valencia City, SDS Rowena H. Paraon, together with her ASDS Connie Bell C. Nestal, and SGOD Chief Esther V. Tabanyag. Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan. To begin our launching this afternoon, may we request everyone to pay tribute to our Philippine flag as we are about to sing our Philippine national anthem to be followed by a prayer.
Bayang magiliw, sa silanganan, alap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisi, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong baga. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang islap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidinig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidinig. Lupa ng araw ng walhating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Dear God, kayo po ang pinaka-understanding and pinaka-powerful. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa buhay pong binigay niyo po sa amin. Ngayon po ay nagsasama-sama ang mga taong different ang religions. Pero po sincerely po kami nagdadasal upang kami po ay maging united para makuha po namin ang aming goal. Gawin mo po kaming instrument ng love, light, and peace. Gabayan niyo po kami para po masundan namin ang inyong daan sa isang peaceful community at maging source ng happiness and hope sa isa't isa. Wish ko lang po maging nice ang place na ito sa lahat ng tao. Sa inyong kalooban at paggabay, sana po maging tulong ang activity na ito para mag-benefit ng marami. Gawin mo pong ligtas at malayo sa anumang sakit ang bawat isa sa amin. Kasi po, scary po ang pandemic. Marami pong salamat, God, at mahal po namin kayo. Amen.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the regional launching of school-based feeding program for school year 2021 to 2022. As a sign of support to our launching, please click on the like and heart emoticon below your screens and show us some love by sharing this live stream with the hashtags Oplan Kalusugan sa DepEd, hashtag OK sa DepEd, hashtag One Health Week 2021, hashtag 2021 SBFP launching, and hashtag Bayanihan para sa Kalusugan. You can also comment your name, school, and division po. And kinsa po ang gusto magpa-shout out, do not hesitate to comment. And we will read your comments right after. All right. And now, to officially welcome us all in this important event and give us an overview on the school-based feeding program, our Education Support Services Division Chief in DepEd Region 10, Mr. Myron Hill D. Talusig. Let us welcome him. A virtual round of applause, please. Good afternoon, Chief Myron.
Thank you, Reina. While I welcome you all and discuss to you the reason why we need to launch the school-based feeding program for school year 2021 and 2022, allow me to take this virtual school-based feeding program launching for school year 2021-2022 as an opportunity to share who we are at the Education Support Services Division and School Governance and Operations Division, what we do, why we do it, and how we do things as an office. So in 2012, the rationalization plan of DepEd commenced its implementation, and among the many reforms that were included at that time in streamlining the organizational structure of DepEd was the introduction of offices at the regional and division level mandated to ensure that the fundamental rights of a child are respected and guaranteed. And these rights include the right to education, right to protection, right to survival, and right to participation. In a nutshell, the ESSD and the SGOD assist and supervise schools in the provision of services and facilities towards a safe and child friendly learning environment. So, to ensure that the learners enjoy their right to survival, these offices handle the construction and repair of education facilities, design and implement school health and nutrition programs, and disaster risk reduction management, among others. So we have with us civil and electrical engineers, architect, medical doctors, dentists, nutritionists, nurses, and DRRM coordinators to ensure that our learners enjoy their right to survival during learning. And you will agree with me that a child friendly learning environment includes the provision of interventions to learners who can hardly cope up with studies due to malnutrition. Also, these offices actively engage government organizations and the private sector in ensuring that the right to education, including all other rights of learners in Region 10, is guaranteed whether in times of peace or war, as well as pandemic. The ESSD and SGOD explore possible areas of collaboration with these stakeholders and with the hope that it would redound to the benefit of our learners. So, almost after 10 years from the initial implementation of the rationalization plan, these two offices continue their hard work to fulfill the mandate of creating a safe and child friendly learning environment so that education continues here in Northern Mindanao. What makes us unique as an office is that we are the only functional division at the regional and the division offices composed of non-teaching personnel, primarily engaging the government and non-government organizations in Northern Mindanao in order to have more resources to address the gaps of DepEd. Because with more resources, DepEd is able to do more. A meaningful partnership, therefore, with these organizations also means that DepEd does not need to do everything by itself. For example, we could ask the private sector, including the national and local government agencies, to partner with them so that they could provide technical and auxiliary support in the planning, implementation, and monitoring of school based feeding programs. We could also ask the local government units and the national government agencies to adjust their programs and policies in order to support the delivery of education and nutrition services to those who need it most. When the pandemic hit the world last year, school-based feeding program was identified by the Bayanihan Law as one of the government's response for our undernourished learners. So despite the closure of schools, alternative modes of learning were introduced and SBFP was adopted to ensure that good nutrition would reach our learners in order to help them grow and develop and boost their immune system while learning in their homes. So for this school year 2021 and 2022, the SBFP consists of the provision of nutritious food products and fresh or sterilized milk with a total fund allocation of 6.04 billion for all qualified learners nationwide. The SBFP aims to improve school participation and educational outcomes, improve school enrollment and attendance, increase cognitive function and academic performance, and alleviate hunger, reduce micronutrient deficiencies, and anemia. So now that I've shared with you what the Education Support Services Division and the SGOD do and why we need to launch the school-based feeding program for school year 2021-2022, today I enjoin all the SBFP focal persons, the SBFP school coordinators, all the chiefs and staff of the school governance and operations divisions, teacher advisors, school heads of participating schools, and all those who are watching via DepEd Facebook, that we face together the challenges of bringing quality education to our learners, especially during this time of pandemic, to make a lasting positive contribution to nation building. While we at the education sector ensures that every child enjoys his or her right to education, we must also ensure that each learner enjoys his or her right to survival. This virtual kickoff today, graced by no less than our Regional Director Arturo B. Bayocot and the Assistant Regional Director Victor De Gracia, is a sure way to start a noble task of ensuring that no child shall be left behind in schooling due to nutrition. Mabuhay po kayong lahat na tagapagtaguyod ng tamang nutrisyon ng bawat mag-aaral. Mabuhay ang DepEd Northern Mindanao. Thank you, Reina.
Thank you so much, Chief Mayron, for that. Thank you so much for that very warm welcome po, Chief Mayron, and for giving us a comprehensive overview on what is school-based feeding program in general po. It is a fact that SBFP is a great source of nutrition to our undernourished learners. And despite the pandemic, the fulfillment of its objectives and geographical reach to our learners were neither stopped nor hindered. And this is manifested by the millions of learners who have received and completed the program for school year 2020 to 2021. And now, it's time to watch the school-based feeding program implementation video presentation. All right po. Now you have seen a glimpse of the video implementation from the different divisions of Region 10. And now, no, let's take a break. Magpahulay sa ta. Let us have a reading of comments gikan sa atong mga participants. Now, from Ma'am Glory Casily Faith. Alright. Ako siyang basahon ang ano, sir? Okay. From Ma'am Ivap Yap. Good afternoon, watching from Kulambugan Central Elementary School Division of Lanao del Norte. Hello po ma'am, good afternoon sa inyo diha. From St. John Elementary School. Good afternoon everyone from Division of Cagayan de Oro City. Hello po sir. Maayong hapon kay Ma'am Arlene Gode. Per Ma'am Arlene, good afternoon. Watching from Leonidas D. Ogsang Elementary School, Lala North District Division of Lanao del Norte. Hello po ma'am, we are very happy nga naa mo karon watching us sa atong launching. And from Ma'am Grace Lori, watching from Dolpos Bajo Elementary School, Oroquieta City. Hello po, good afternoon everyone. And now from St. John Elementary School. Good afternoon, everyone from the Division of Cagayan de Oro City. From Ma'am Elaine, watching here from New Tubigon Elementary School, Maramag, 2 District Division of Bukidnon. Hello po, maayong hapon sa inyong tanan diha, ma'am. And Ma'am Jill, mabuhay! Live streaming from Plantation Central Elementary School, Manolo for Teach, Bukidnon. Hi, ma'am! Tsada kay diya sa Manolo karon kay bugnaw kaayo, no? Kilig-kiligo na punta aning kuan kayo bad weather. All right. Now from Ma'am Sharon, good afternoon po. Watching from Kiam Elementary School. Maayong hapon, ma'am. From Ma'am Jean Lanit, good afternoon. Watching from the Division of Oroquieta City. Hello, ma'am. Kumusta mo diha? Naa ba diha si Bagyong Kiko? All right. I hope you are all safe. And now from Ma'am Eileen Tejano, good afty. Good afty all. Oh, charot. Oh, kuan kaayo. Sa tawag ani emo kaayo. Watching here from Mahinag National High School. From Ma'am Arceli, good PM watching from Noboros Elementary School, Balingao District, Misamis Occidental Division. Gusto gid kumuan ha diha sa Misamis Occidental. Ambot lang ya, pandemic man so wala gid ko kalaag-laag this year and last year. To Ma'am Irene, good afternoon po. Watching from Patrocinio ES Claveria West District of Misamis Oriental. Hi, ma'am! And kini final nato na shout out from Ma'am Anna. Good afternoon everyone watching from Pinatilan Elementary School Division of Valencia City. Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan, ma'am. All right. Okay po. And now, once again, it's time to watch the school-based feeding program implementation from the different divisions of Region 10 Department of Education. All right po, so we are actually experiencing some technical difficulties. I think this is because of lagahapon it was Bagyong Julina and karon it's Bagyong Kiko. So we all know that you are very excited to see the implementation video gikan sa inyong respective divisions, dear participants. Ato lang sa ng it is to be continued pa later. And now, let us proceed lang sa ato ang pag-hello nako sa ato ang viewers. I think we are more or less we have 1,000 viewers sa atong Facebook Live in our Department of Education Region 10 Facebook page. Participants, please do not forget to click like or click heart and share our video this afternoon. At this juncture, let us hear a message from our regional director. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, CESO 3. Okay, so while we are waiting for the video of RD Art, oh, okay, now it's ready. All right, now let us listen to Sir RD's message.
Isang ligtas, mapayapa at masayang araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon, sa amihan ng Mindanao. With the world being confronted all this time by countless pandemic threats, the health and safety of our people must be given premium attention, a crucial concern that we must all address. That is why we in the Department of Education are spearheading this One Health Week celebration with the theme, Bayanihan para sa Kalusugan, okay sa DepEd, sa tahanan at sa paaralan. In support of our Sulong Edukalidad program, particularly the fourth pillar of quality, which is engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration, our One Health Week celebration underscores the importance of school health partnerships as essential to support the effective implementation of our enhanced basic education learning continuity plan for the new school year. It is imperative, therefore, that our learners are healthy for them to sustain their physical, mental, and psychosocial conditions to enable them to cope with their academic requirements, such as answering self-learning modules and accomplishing summative tests and performance tasks, among others. As frontliners who uphold the continuity of basic education for our learners, the health and safety of our personnel must also be ensured. Cliche as it may sound, health is really wealth. Just like what Mahatma Gandhi once said, it is health that is the real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver. And given the countless health and safety problems that we face every day, we in DepEd 10 see to it that our OK sa DepEd flagship programs are in place. For policy and administrative support, all our actions and activities are anchored on health and safety guidelines as prescribed by the department, the Interagency Task Force, the Department of Health, and other support agencies. As for our psychosocial environment, effective instructional plans and techniques are used with all the learners to foster learning, self-worth, and mental health. And as for our physical environment, all the necessary health and safety protocols are religiously followed in the workplace to ensure that we can continuously, effectively, and safely deliver all our everyday functions. Mga ka-DepEd, bagamat ang ating pagdiriwang ay pinamagatang One Health Week, Ang ating bayanihan para sa kalusugan ay magpapatuloy upang masiguro ang kaligtasan nating lahat. Sama-sama nating itaguyod ang uplan kalusugan sa DepEd or okay sa DepEd, lalong-lalo na ang pagpapatibay ng ating mga flagship programs tulad ng school-based feeding program at iba pang nutrition support programs, medical, dental, and nursing services, water, sanitation, and hygiene, wash-in schools or WINS program, adolescent reproductive health or ARH, National Drug Education Program, NDEP with a comprehensive tobacco control, at school mental health program. Nang sa gayon, ay may kumpiyansa tayo sa ating mga kalusugan at matagumpay nating maipagpatuloy ang ligtas at dekalidad na edukasyon. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you so much, RD Art, for the all-inclusive message. Indeed, nutrition and safety are essential for both our learners and personnel. Thank you po, RD Art, and the whole Department of Education for ensuring that all the 6 programs of OK sa DepEd are being fully implemented. For the past school year, the actual SBFP beneficiaries exceeded that of the target number. With the continued collaboration with other national government agencies like the PCC and NDA, to name a few, and local government units, it is certain that more of our undernourished learners will continue to have access to free healthy meals despite the modality of learning. And because of this, we would like again to show the school-based feeding program implementation video from the different divisions under Region 10.
Good morning everyone. Naaday mi karon padulong mi sa usa sa beneficiary sa feeding. Among pangutan-on kung unsay nakahatag nga kaayuhan sa feeding, especially nga karon pandemic. Kaya ang gianan naglisod mi unsaon pag kuan tapok rin na kamay ra kayo og kanang clearance.
Located at the eastern part of Mindanao and nestled at the heart of the city of Good Luck, the Space Division of North City takes pride for its service in delivering quality education and community involvement.
In order to fully capacitate the school on the guidelines of the implementation of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021, the school coordinator, Mrs. Lenebeth P. Bahian, and the school principal, Dr. Ruben A. Suwal, attended SBFP orientation conducted by the division SHNU.
As Pusod Kindergarten. Name is Kayla Saling Talon Kinder. Ako si Jivan Ganao sa 1. Cardiac of Estrellas, grade 2. Ako si Julius Idomba.
Si Elizabeth Remigio, 54 years.
Ako si Kagawad Kadalin, Morok 9, Riverside Bayog, Chairman of Education and Women.
Kaayo sa nagdumala, more power sa mga member ani nga beneficiaryo. Salamat ko sa tanan ng mga kadaguan, tabang ko sila sa ipapasang programa ani. Salamat sa programa ani nga feeding kay na-suportahan ang akong anak o gusto pa ko nga mapadayon pa kini. Salamat kaayo sa nagdumala ani nga programa, hinaut-unta nga daghan pa ilang matabangan ani nga programa.
Kung pwede karong tuiga magpadayon ka na sa paghatag ninyo feeding sa mga bata, especially atong malnourished nga mga bata. Balikon ako daghang kay salamat sa tanan teachers nga nagdumala sa nag-prepare. Sud kay ni nga trabaho kay pag-prepare sa mga bata importante kayo nga ang naa mahatag ang vitamin sa mga bata.
A brighter future starts with proper health nurture.
Malnutrition affects the ability of the child to learn, grow, and develop. This condition is not only experienced by Jacob, but as well as by thousands of children nationwide. Recognizing this, the Department of Education, in partnership with the Department of Health, launched the school-based feeding last 2018 through Republic Act 11037 or the Masustansyang Pagkain para sa Batang Pilipina.
School-based feeding program, ating pagtibayin. Gustong pagkain, ating ihahain, mga batang kulang sa timbang. Ating pakakainin ng Go, Grow, and Flow. Adolescent reproductive health ay gawing gabay at patnubay ng batang maustisa ay di maranasan. Ang early pregnancy ay maiiwasan. Kalusugan ay mahalaga sa edukasyon ng mga bata.
As they say, it takes a village to educate and nurture a child. Thus, family, community, and stakeholders need to actively participate and share responsibility in developing the brighter future of our learners.
Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd.
ng school-based feeding program sa mga beneficiaries. Kagaya na lamang ng batang si Boy na kasama ang kanyang mga kapatid at pinsan.
Ako si Imboy. Tuloy ko sa feeding. Lami kaayo. Kaon ko pa dayon. Iinom ko gatas. Apil sidang gatrika. Salamat sa diped.
Sa pumanghod sa feeding beneficiary, ug dako kay tabang ng feeding beneficiary tungod kay hindi na kayo ang pumanghod o dali na po kayo sa maka-answer sa iyong activities. Daghang kayong salamat DepEd.
Daghang salamat sa diped. Bakit nalipay ko sa feeding? Kaya makakaon. Kaya sa fun. Daghang salamat sa naghatag sa feeding. Daghang salamat DepEd.
Food safety standards were followed during the packing of commodities.
Pagbuhay to gobyerno kahit kanami to sentro to pagkaran. Salamat feeding program na nakatawang kanami kahit sa sityo.
Salamat to inbohoy kay to pantarono feeding program. Salamat.
Nakan po salamat nito. Feeding program na kahit pagkain.
Video Chada! Dali mo!
Good morning everyone. mi karon padulong mi sa usa sa beneficiary sa feeding. Among pangutan-on kung unsay nakahatag nga kaayuhan sa feeding, especially nga karon pandemic. Kaya ang gianan naglisod mi unsaon pag kuan tabok kay na kamay ra kayo kana clearance.
Located at the eastern part of Mindanao and nestled at the heart of the city of Good Luck, the Schools Division of North City takes pride for its service in delivering quality education and community involvement.
In order to fully capacitate the school on the guidelines of the implementation of the school-based feeding program for school year 2020-2021, the school coordinator, Mrs. Lenebeth P. Bahian, and the school principal, Dr. Ruben A. Suwal, attended SBFP orientation conducted by the division SHNU.
S. Pusod Kindergarten. Name is Kaitendel Sari Talon Kinder. Ako si Jiman Ganao sa 1. Jacob Estrias, grade 2. Ako si Julius Idomba.
Si Elizabeth Remigio, 54 years.
Ako si Kagawad Kadalin, Morok 9, Riverside Bayog, Chairman of Education and Women.
Kaayo sa nagdumala, more power sa mga member ani nga beneficiaryo. Salamat ko sa tanan nga mga kadagduan, babang ko sila sa pagpapasama programa ani. Salamat sa programa ani nga feeding kay na-suportahan ang akong anak o gusto pa ko nga mapadayon pa kini. Salamat kaayo sa nagdumala ani nga programa, hinaut-unta nga daghan pa ilang matabangan ani nga programa.
Kung pwede karong tuiga magpadayon ka na sa paghatag ninyo feeding sa mga bata, especially atong malnourished nga mga bata. Pagbalik ko na ko dagan kay salamat sa tanan teachers nga nagdumala sa nag-prepare. Sud kay ni nga trabaho kay pag-prepare sa mga bata importante kayo nga ang naa mahatag ang vitamin sa mga bata.
A brighter future starts with proper health nurture.
Malnutrition affects the ability of the child to learn, grow, and develop. This condition is not only experienced by Jacob, but as well as by thousands of children nationwide. Recognizing this, the Department of Education, in partnership with the Department of Health, launched the school-based feeding last 2018 through Republic Act 11037 or the Masustansyang Pagkain para sa Batang Pilipina.
School-based feeding program, ating pagtibayin. This is it, the moment we are all waiting for, to officially launch the school-based feeding program for school year 2021 to 2022 through a nutritious product and milk toast. May I request the presence of our Regional Director, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, CESO 3, Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Victor G. De Gracia Jr., CESO 5, Education Support Services Division Chief Myron Hill D. Talusig, our medical personnel in the persons of Ms. Hannah Lizelle Ratonel, RND, Dr. Ricardo Dragon, Dr. Myra Yee, and Dr. Ray Ignacio Kagang, together with the Schools Division Office of Misamis Occidental and Schools Division Office of Bukidnon. We will also be joined by our participants,
our schools division superintendents, assistant schools division superintendents, and SGOD chiefs of the participating divisions, our school health personnel consisting of our medical doctors, dentists, and nurses, our PSDS school heads and teachers, our non-teaching personnel, our learners, and stakeholders. Let us all stand and raise our nutritious food and glasses of milk. I would like to propose a toast to a successful implementation of the school-based feeding program in addressing hunger, its contribution to the improvement of the undernourished learners' nutritional status, and reduction of micronutrient deficiencies and anemia, in improving school participation and learning outcomes, in enhancing and improving the undernourished learners' health and nutrition values, in improving school enrollment and attendance, and in increasing cognitive function and academic performance. A toast to a more successful implementation of the school-based feeding program for school year 2021 to 2022. Cheers!
Tara na okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin. Mga health programs ating palaganapin. Tara na okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin. Mga health programs ating palaganapin. School-based feeding program, ating pagtibayin. Wastong pagkain, ating ihahain. Mga batang kulang sa timbang, ating pakakainin ng Go, Grow, and Glow. Adolescent reproductive health ay gawing gabay at patnubay ng batang mausisa ay di maranasan. Ang early pregnancy ay maiiwasan. Kalusugan ay mahalaga sa edukasyon ng mga bata. Tayo na't magkaisa, halina tayo'y sumama. Tara na okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin. Mga health programs ating palaganapin. Tara na okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin. Mga health programs ating palaganapin. National Drug Education Program or NDE kung tawagin. Ito'y paigtingin mga bisyo'y alisin. Sigarilyo at droga'y dapat nang puksain. Water sanitation and hygiene in schools, ating kompletuhin. 3 stars ay abutin. Malinis na tubig, segregated na toilet, group hand washing at may napkin na rin. Kalusugan ay mahalaga sa edukasyon ng mga bata. Tayo na't magkaisa, halina tayo'y sumama. Tara na okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin. Mga health programs ating palaganapin. Tara na okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd. Halina't alamin atin ang tuklasin. Mga health programs ating palaganapin.
All right. Now that the SBFP has been officially launched, we are all assured that learners are okay sa DepEd. This time, let us listen to our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Victor G. De Gracia Jr., CESO 5, for his closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Reina. Mayong hapon sa atong tanan. I'm very happy to be connected virtually to all of you, the DepEd family in the 14 divisions of Region 10, including the regional office. Our beloved Regional Director, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody is okay. Kasi nasa okay celebration tayo ng 1 month, One Health program before the opening of classes on Monday. So very exciting itong ating timing in preparation for the opening of classes. We just had a successful regional virtual launching of the school-based feeding program for school year 2021-2022. It was well planned, well coordinated, and well executed. Maliban lang sa technical glitches na hindi talaga natin ma-avoid because of the inclement weather that we're having today. Dalawang bagyo pa ang present ngayon. No? So, without that, no, talagang okay na okay yung ating launching program. So, congratulations to the superb regional team led by the ESSD with its chief, Sir Myron Hill Talosig, and the Health and Nutrition Unit headed by Dr. Myra Yee, with Dr. Kagang, and with Richard Dragon, and our brand new nutritionist, si Hannah Lizelle Ratonil, and the others in the unit. No? Kudos also to the SDSS and ASDSS who have joined us in the toast. Just a while ago, nabusog ako ng gatas, no? Isang glass talaga ininom ko. Okay. The SGOD chiefs of the 14 divisions, the school-based feeding program focal persons, the PSDSS, the school coordinators, teacher advisors, and school heads of participating schools. And of course, the rest of the DepEd family on Facebook. Maraming salamat for your presence virtually and your active listening and participation. Your good work is greatly commended. This feeding intervention to help the severely wasted, the severely stunted, and stunted learners this school year 2021-2022 is a timely and a big blessing at this time of continuing pandemic. So many are getting hungry because of the resulting economic slowdown. In this program, we are helping address the hunger problem. At the same time, is the burden a bit of our poor parents who are providing food for the family, for their hungry kids. This will definitely help our vulnerable learners to continue and finish the remote learning for the school year. So thank you, Lord, for this school-based feeding program. At narinig natin sa mga video ng mga divisions ng mga parents, mga barangay officials ay talaga nagpapasalamat sa programang ito na tumutulong sa ating mga learners, particularly the most vulnerable of them. Our deep gratitude too to our partners in the LGU, the national government agencies, the farmer cooperatives where we got our milk, and the SMEs. So thank you very much for the consistent passion of everybody towards work and your active participation in this virtual engagement. Let's keep up the good work. Keep safe, and God bless everyone. Thank you. Reina, back to you, please.
Thank you so much, ARD Victor Di Gracia. Thank you po for your heartwarming message to our team, medical team, especially to our medical team, and for thanking to our local government units because they have been very a big help sa ato ang pag-distribute sa ato ang mga nutrition products and milk. Thank you po, ARD Victor. And before we come to a close, may I request our dearest participants to open their cameras for a photo op. So I will be calling our regional director, Dr. Art Bayukot, our assistant regional director, ARD Victor Di Gracia Jr., our ESSD Chief Myron Hill Talusig, and our medical personnel in the persons of Dr. Ricardo Dragon, Ms. Hannah Ratunil, and Dr. Yi and Dr. Hagang, as well as the school division offices of Bukidnon and Misamis Occidental. Now, we will be doing the OK sa DepEd sign po. So, in this photo op. So, this is the sign of OK sa DepEd. Okay, so... All right, so we will be counting from 1 to 3. Okay, so with me is Dr. Myra Yi, Dr. Richard, and Ma'am Hannah. Ay gawing gabay at patnubay ng batang mausisa ay di maranasan. Ang early pregnancy ay maiiwasan. Kalusugan ay mahalaga. We will also be joined by the Schools Division Office of Misamis Occidental and Schools Division Office of Bukidnon. Okay po sa DepEd. Thank you so much, RDR, ARD Victor, and our Chief, Myron Hill, and to our medical personnel here, thank you so much po. This marks the end of the regional launching of the school-based feeding program for school year 2021 to 2022. We would like to thank the SBFP Regional Launching Creative Team led by Dr. Ricardo Dragon and Ms. Hannah Ratonel. Thank you so much po. Daghang salamat po sa atong mga participants for joining us today. Sama-sama po tayo sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. It is truly okay sa DepEd. Once again, I am your Master of Ceremony, Reina Christy L. Consolacion. Stay safe po and God bless us all. Maayong hapon.
Halina tayo sumama. Tara na, okay na okay. Oplan kalusugan sa DepEd.